This is a test for lifestyle of more quarantine and chill. Hi guys, it's Ashley. Welcome back to Lifestyle of More, where we talk all things related to more food, more travel, and you already know more life. If this is your very first time visiting my channel, welcome. I'm so excited that you have joined me today. And while you're here on the channel, make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, you turn the little notification bell on and all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for continuing your support, your love. I feel it. I love the comments. I love it. So today on Lifestyle of More, as the thumbnail said, we're going to be talking about quarantine and chill. What to do whenever you're bored. And right now, this is like super relevant because we're all in the house, like quarantine, locked up or whatever. Locked up, they won't let me out. But that was so lame. I can't. So the reason why I'm making this video is because I be hearing a lot of people talk about they bored. And I'll be like, what? Because y'all, boredom is a choice. Boredom is a choice. If you know your brain isn't being stimulated, your body isn't being pushed or whatever in the way that it needs to, that you want it to, that you think it should, then that means you're bored. Then that means you should be doing something to stimulate it. Boredom is a choice. The fact that you are continuing to be bored every single day shouldn't even be a factor. So today we're going to talk about 10 things that we can all do whenever we're bored. I personally am never really bored because I have the opposite problem. Like, I can't be still. But if you have the opposite problem where you're bored all the time, then let's talk about some ways that we don't have to be bored anymore sitting at home in this quarantine and chill. So I think one of the first things that people be underestimating whenever they are bored is you need to learn how to cook. I don't care. Like, you need to know how to cook. You need to know how to at least cook the staples. Spaghetti, baked chicken, rice, mashed potatoes, vegetables, some casseroles or whatever. You just need to take it upon yourself to go and research more recipes and stuff. If you already know how to cook and you're like, I'm still bored, well, you need to go look up some new recipes, because I love to cook too, but I personally do not know how to cook everything, especially when it comes to like food of different ethnic backgrounds. So you can learn how to cook if you're bored. Number 2. So the second one, I'm going to add a link right now to 10 things young adults don't know about online school. But number 2, you can go back to school. You can go back to school, get your certification, get your training, get your whatever to make you not bored, because guarantee you won't be bored in whatever educational setting, whether it's virtual or in the classroom. You won't be bored if it's something that you actually like and that you wanted to study. So number 2, definitely go get your knowledge. Number 3, my personal favorite on this list. Okay, it's either 1 or 2. Okay, my top 2 favorite, this is one of them. Start a business. And with the quarantine and the lockdown and the virus and the pandemic and all that going on right now, your business should probably be more so geared to virtual business. So try to think of a way that you can bring your idea to virtual life and really monetize it. So yeah, start a business. I'm going to put a link right now to the benefits of social distancing, but in that video, I talk about spending quality time with yourself. Quality time with yourself. A lot of people take this for granted. I'm telling y'all, a lot of people take this for granted. Like, sometimes I take it for granted. If your workload is slightly lighter right now, in any capacity, you need to be really trying to spend time with yourself, because I'm telling you, you wants you around. Okay, and you gonna be the only one around when everybody else gone. You see what I'm saying? So you need to definitely be spending time with yourself. Number 5, okay, remember I was saying how it's like between 1 and 2 or whatever. So number 5 is getting your finances in order. If your finances are not in order, hunty, during this time, you have time to get your finances in order. Start tracking your spending, start budgeting. You can go ahead and download apps and stuff on your phone like Acorn. I know I use the Robinhood stock investing app a lot, Digit. There are so many money saving apps and money investing apps and just money apps, period. So make sure you guys do your research, figure out what your goals are financially, and then make sure that those apps really align with that and really help you reach those goals. Even if you have like some luxury item stuff that needs to be sold that is too small or too big or kind of vintage or, you know, no longer your style, you can definitely sell your stuff on, you know, luxury virtual platforms like Poshmark. If you want to have a garage sale, you can get rid of some stuff, some of your junk that other people may be willing to pay for. Offer up. There are so many different ways that you can really start generating money during this time. But the point is, you really cannot be wasting money during this time. And speaking of totally wasting money and all that kind of stuff, make sure you guys click on this link right here. It is financial wellness during COVID-19. I kind of talk a little bit more about why you and I should even be conscious of our money during this time. But you know what? Just know that if you are bored, you could be doing a lot with your money. You could be getting your credit right. You can be getting yourself out of debt. You can be paying your credit cards off. You can really be focused on chomping at the bit when it comes to, you know, cutting your deficit. During this time, we want to make sure that we're in the green. You know, we want to make sure we end up in the green. So do whatever you got to do to make sure your money is right during this time. Okay. Y'all, I'm still getting used to these braids. Like, to y'all's. Okay. Number 6, you guys, if we're bored, we should be spending time with our family. So for me, my family is not on the West Coast. My family is in Georgia. But if you have your kids, your spouse, you know, your aunt, uncle, your cousins, or whoever around you during this time, we should really be thankful that we have extra time with them. And so having family game night, having family dinners, cooking and reading as a family, different things like that are really going to jazz up this time right now and keep you from being bored. The 7th thing that you guys can be doing during this time, if you are bored, is reading a book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to 30 books. If you have to, just, you know, don't be bored, because like I said, boredom is a choice. We don't even need to be even talking about boredom. We're just talking about things that we should be doing anyway to keep the boredom monster at bay. So read some books, y'all. You know, reading is so underrated. Reading is so underrated. We should all really be reading. So wait, before we finish, you guys, make sure that you all take the time to subscribe right now while you're here on the channel. Turn on the little notifications so that you receive new video updates every more Mondays and Fridays. And don't forget to comment below and like this video. The 8th thing that you and I can be doing during this time to prevent boredom is by learning a new skill. Like, I'm learning how to keep the braids out of my face. Whether that is sewing or, like we said, cooking. For me, I've been editing a lot. I've been trying to really get into the weeds as far as editing and, you know, making sure that my videos are going to be improving every single time. Really figuring out YouTube and how the algorithm works and things like that. So this is new information for me that I've actually never even, you know, dove into before. So for me, this is my new skill. So whatever that new skill is for you, make sure that you find something that you have been maybe wanting to do, or maybe you kind of already know how to do it a little bit, but you need to brush up on it. So make sure, you guys, we're spending our time valuable here. This is the productive season, honey. And productive don't mean busy, because busy mean you may be doing a lot of something, but really a lot of nothing. So we want to make sure that we are productive. The actions that we are actually participating in are going to lead to our future success of some kind, whether that's building a skill, you know, building bonds with our family, increasing our finances, or whatever. Because right now, we don't really be having time to be lollygagging around and not doing stuff that we really need to be doing. The 9th really cool thing that we can be doing during this time of boredom is putting together puzzles. Now, I never told y'all I would do everything on this list, and this is the one I'm not going to really do because I don't really enjoy puzzles, but I think puzzles are super cool. They're games that really work the brain. So if you like playing games, you actually may really like putting puzzles together. So some puzzles are super complex with like hundreds of pieces. Other puzzles are like thousands of pieces, and some aren't even 100. So, you know, start small, build big, you know, and really get to it. But y'all, it's productive season and productive season only, okay? So if my body not working out, at least my brain can be working out. The 10th thing to do during this time of boredom is self-care. Does self-care bore y'all? Because self-care don't bore me. It don't bore me. I like masks and facials and steamers and pedicures and manicures and really all of it. I really like it all. So, and I never get bored self-caring for myself. So make sure you're doing that. That is so important during this time, and all 10 of these things are extremely productive to our overall mental and physical condition during this particular time. So if you guys like these tips, make sure you comment below and you let me know. Before you leave this channel, make sure you're subscribed and you have those notifications turned on so that you never miss another More Monday or Friday again. Here's to more life, more food, and always more travel. I'll see you guys on the blog.